So, just gonna go over process, how it's, you never know what's gonna happen, honestly. Should have had concrete cutting happening already for our underground on plumbing here, but as you see, we do not have concrete cutting. Had it all laid out. Another thing, the concrete got cut in after we had it all laid out and wanted an extra $1,500. Why is that? Well, because there was an extra 152 square feet he came up with from line and line, which is why you see all the squiggly marks in the lines brought in, because that was our 152 square feet. So we deducted that back out in order to save that $1,500. We also have no water, even though the tenant that owns the space, the tenant that's leasing the space, I should say, found out from the property owners that they was told there was water, they was told there was electric. We got here, there was no electric, and found out today, no water. So yesterday I found out that there was no stub out there was a stub out for water, but there was not a 3/4 inch hose line. So it was just a stub out with nowhere to drain water or run water to. So this morning we had to come in and put in a line, drop down with the 3/4 inch hose line, so the concrete saw cutting crew will have water to cut. We also are going to have to use electric concrete cutting saw because there's no back entrance on this establishment. So we can't have all fumes from normal concrete saw cutting. So it's going to have to be electric in order not to fumigate the workers. We also got the hose line set up, turned on, no water, which means now I got to deal with city coming out to generate water to this space. So, those are just a few of the hiccups that you might run into if you build in a project somewhere, but you got to go through all the motions and just get it happening. So now we have a remobilization fee of $2,500 from having the saw cut crew show up to do the project. They couldn't because of no water. But it is now Thursday, started the project, it's Wednesday, started the project on Monday. So now I'm resetting up concrete cut crew for Monday. That way we don't establish another $2,500 remobilization fee. So, just all the little things that you might not be thinking about when doing a project. So, just a quick what to expect and how to hopefully avoid those remobilization fees that can occur and drive the price of the project way sky high. So interesting thing going on here apparently is out in our parking lot. We have a Netflix studio set up out there. I'm not sure which show they are doing filming for, but I'm sure I'll be finding out. That you see out in the parking lot. Quite a bit of action going on over here. I'm guessing this at-home store is not in business because they are using it for filming. But there's a lot of activity going on the other side of that 16-wheeler. Pretty cool. But this is just another day in traveling superintendent job. I will definitely be bringing you up to date with some more goodies once crews are going. Just got to get that water generated here.
Information that I have
Right.
does not match
What's here?
what's on here.
Right.
My-
and then
my-
this is illegal because it's all going through
Well,
each other.
it's all in line. It doesn't make any sense because the same flow is going through two different meters.
Right.
No sense whatsoever. And the number I have, according to my guy who confirmed it, is supposed to be in Trader Joe's.
Gotcha.
I was able to get a read,
Right.
correct read. It came
Yep.
up, but we are currently looking at 1-inch meters. My work order says it's a
2.
2-inch meter.
Right. And this is a 1 inch. I agree.
So this.
Well, I'm actually going to turn ours on because I'm trying to get water for the concrete saw cutting crew.
No, man, do what you got to do.
Yep.
It's eventually going to get straightened out, and
Yep.
it's
Yep. I hear you.
nothing we can do.
I agree. Totally. Right.
So I guess I got you scheduled for Monday now?
Work on it, you guys, numbers to get approval, so,
Right.
you know.
Yep, absolutely. I know that's what we'll be working on as soon as you send this.
Now, I know we stopped staying here now. By the time you take all this out, most likely, this may stay, but, you know, you may end up losing this. Here, obviously, this is over, you might know that. This little piece is gonna fall apart probably, which is not a big deal. What's your forfeiture?
I think back house is LBT, and then I think up there where we're not cutting is a polish.
Where you're cutting?
Yeah, there where we're cutting, I'm pretty sure is LBT. Okay, it's literally like this L right here that gets a polish.
Okay.
So it comes up and then right here it goes around the counter.
Okay.
And that area we polish and everything back here is the LBT.
tell you what, the fucking girls behind the holding their phone with Pilates are fucking. You see one more fly, she wouldn't go to Pilates, but damn. Let me work on this, get this over.
We got
Shoot for Monday night.
Yep.
Go from there.
So I know
Hey, Tony.
I still say, 8 o'clock definitely a good time to start. I do think that guy doesn't shut down at 9:30, but I don't think he's gonna be a problem here. He's been pretty nice.
Well, the problem is, we're gonna load all that stuff.
Right.
What time
Time.
is it?
They close. Probably. Pretty much every place closes at 8 except for him.
Right.
But I don't think it'll be that Wednesday at the beginning because of unload and set up.
Yeah, the problem is, I load, unload, and start moving further down.
Right.
Christ. I'm thinking here, we could.
Off day for the Milkshake factory here in New Jersey, technically Jersey Shores, Middletown. We have success. Had a day full of contractors ready to go. So mainly was full of HVAC guys trying to beat everybody on their ductwork up there. It's kind of run behind the AC. And then they were foreseeing what the future was here that I had in mind of. See all that marking on the floor? Yep, look out. That's gonna be all ditches and dirt and piles of crap everywhere where nobody gonna be able to get around nothing. So luckily those guys got the hint and they said, hey, we gotta do some shit or we just gonna be screwed because you know what? Nobody levitating yet. So tomorrow we got electrician coming in and it's very needed because we ain't even got one power outlet in here, so that's kind of rough. Gotta have your devices to communicate, otherwise bosses be getting mad. So they also pulled in their dehumidifier. See that in the background somewhere probably. Oh, right there, right above my head. Brand new dehumidifier. So specs on that guy, I'm not exactly sure. I think it said 394 pints a day is what I seen on that maybe. Anyways, it is there, ready to go out the box. And I think we had a legit start on the day. So, yep. Stay tuned. Day one, hoping to push this thing out, turn keys over in 10 weeks. So, this is where it's gonna get dicey though. All this concrete gotta come up. You see back of house is really where it's gonna be rough. So right now I'm standing in a future basin, and then it goes down back behind the kitchen there. All that goodies. Right there is where your restrooms are gonna be. Right here is where our walk-in freezer is going to be. And then out to the left side where everything's stacked up right now, that's going to be the immaculate dining room with lots of fancy things I hear, but I can't tell you now. Just a little surprise. Thanks for watching another traveling superintendent. Hopefully you guys got some good tips out of the day. Number one tip, let your crew understand that you're not playing, you gotta get stuff done. And when they start seeing people pull ahead and they be going, I can't run that for that, and you say, this is a race, man, whoever gets there first, you'll start seeing some progress. Just make sure you're not mean about it, make sure you're not, you're helpful. Be there to help when they can. You'll create a team. Have a good day.